Welcome back to 30 Days of Money Healing. Okay, in this session, this is probably going to be like one of the most impactful sessions for a lot of people. We're looking at identity healing in regards to money. In my financial journey, I can't stress how impactful identity healing has been, because at the end of everything, it's all energy. What you are inside is what reflects outward. So if you feel like you aren't deserving, if you feel like you can't secure things other people have, if you feel like you can't hold money, those are all going to impact you, and those are all tied to identity. Sometimes we form identities being like, oh, I'm just not the person that has a lot of money, and we don't even realize we do this. This is what this session is aiming to clear. You may need to save this somewhere and repeat it when you notice money blocks coming up. I myself would watch it again and again for the first little while and just keep it on a regular rotation for maybe a week or so until you start seeing it shift in your reality. So if you'd like to stay for this is going to be energy healing, and if not, I hope you have the best day, and let's get started. Some of you have like negative expectations, like you're locked, waiting. There might be a narrative, and a lot of this is going to be like mindset shifting as well. But there's a narrative of, I'm always on the lookout for what's going wrong. I'm always waiting for the shoe to drop. I'm always waiting for the piano to drop. And it's all in the jaw really, really strongly. So we're going to work on that. And those of you who have this, you probably grit your teeth a lot. So you'll know if this part is resonating with you. So you're just going to work on releasing that tightness a little bit and just evening out the jaw, honestly. Like, there's some jaw alignment issues going on for this collective, so we're just going to work on that a little. Deep breaths, guys. There's also nervous system kicking on really intensely for this particular collective. It's like all in the chest, in the fluttering of the chest. There's tightness at the top of the neck here. And there's a sense of like, and I've mentioned this in other videos, like this running feeling, but in this one, it's sweating. You guys might have a lot of anxiety, might have really deeply dysregulated nervous systems. So we're going to work on that as well. It could be that not having the finances you need has kept you on edge for quite some time, and that might be contributing to that same narrative that was in the jaw. So we're just working on relaxing the back of the neck, relaxing the shoulders, and removing these patterns from your energy. So as mentioned, if this is resonating with you, I would rewatch it a few times, save it somewhere, because these belief patterns can come back up again and again, even if they're removed, because life will trigger you, right? So it's nice to have it in your back pocket. And the jaw is loosening. Good. Okay. Still working at just the joints in the jaw. And that there's something coming up in the heart that feels, I don't feel stable. And it's like this longing that you might look at everyone around you and see them as very stable. They have everything figured out. And you might be placing that burden on yourself that you don't have it figured out. That's not your fault. I can't stress that enough. We're born with poverty patterns. They're passed down the family lines. Like, this is not anyone's inherent fault, and it's not an inherent flaw, right? So we're going to work at releasing this. But if this is for you, I would really look at any way that you can make yourself feel deserving, whether that's of money or anything, literally anything. When I struggled with this pattern, I didn't feel like I deserved anything. And it took me years to correct it because I always had these narratives that I wasn't good enough. And so that's really lighting up in the heart chakra is, how come everyone else has it so easy when I have it very difficult? So we're going to be sending some healing to your past here. And I'd also recommend watching that video, which is on my feed. And just bringing in some really strong self-forgiveness here. Now, I've asked my spirit guides to bring through a lot of like light codes in this session to kind of lock into your energy body to be able to help you move through these things a little bit more quickly and kind of have what you don't have, if you understand what I mean. When we put something in your energy body that you do not currently have, it's going to start healing things and help you be the person that has those things and then attract those things into your reality. So that's what we're working on here. Whew, okay, this is feeling really heavy, so deep breaths. If you're feeling a little bit breathless, that'll pass in a second. There's a lot going on in the solar plexus in terms of identity. Okay, let's take a peek at what's going on there. Is grief grief, anger, rage, a lot of that. Okay, so we're just going to send some Reiki back to the past for this as well, and just to help you break free of this. Sometimes remembering the past actually messes us up in terms of manifestation, because even though you might be doing the literal most, you can hear my throat chakra coming down here, so we're going to go next to the throat, but it's like you can be doing the most and be receiving the least, and that's because of efforting. You might really be out of balance in your divine feminine and your divine masculine energies. You might have a really easy time taking action, but the action is not leading to receiving. And it's because you don't believe you can just receive. You believe you have to put all this effort in to be worthy of receiving, and that you have to work a lot harder than most people. And that's been your experience. So we're going to work on changing that and just helping you reconnect to source and get into that receptivity. If that's resonating with you, watch the other videos and stay through to the 30 days if you can. It would probably really help you. We're just going to work at grounding the solar plexus a little bit and purging the solar plexus. A lot of identity stuff, a lot of inner child wounding here. The next piece that's coming up for me in terms of information is there's almost this sense of when you were a child, you were never allowed the things you really wanted. And so there's a sense of feeling guilty when you go towards what you really want, because that money has to go somewhere else. You have to be responsible. You have to put it towards bills. You have to this, you have to that. And so it's actually taking down your self-expression quite a bit. So we're going to work on that as well, because you're not getting joy from your money. So wanting to save it or earn more is just building resentment to you, because you already feel like you're not getting your money's worth from the money that you're making. So we're working at releasing that as well. Okay, that's coming down nicely. Okay, so moving to the throat as well. I keep hearing like clearing your throat, asserting your presence, standing in your strength. I feel like you might not chase after your dreams here, or communicate clearly what you want. Now, when we work with spirit, one of the things they've taught me the most over the years is ask for what you want, not less than what you want, not close to what you want, every single piece of what you want. And so when you make an ask of your spirit team, I'd encourage you to tell them everything, where the bar is, the highest bar you'd like for yourself. If you want a house, what kind of house? If you want a car, what kind of car? If you want money, how much money? And what are you going to use it for? And yada, yada, yada. Be very specific, because asking for that actually opens the space in your energy body to begin receiving it. And if you continually don't ask for enough, you're always going to receive not enough. And I just want to say that again. If you don't ask for enough, you're not going to receive enough. So you have to ask for enough and really get behind that. And I know it's not comfortable and you're probably used to getting the bare minimum, but you can't expand if all you ask for is the bare minimum. So we're going to work at the throat here and refining your ask and really getting this soul to shine through here. Because the soul, your soul knows you're infinitely worthy and it has no qualms about that. We need your mind to know that. I'm going to work on your throat here. It's still regulating the nervous system here as well. That's lighting up. It's probably the vagus nerve, honestly, but just really grounding the body. Those of you that are really resonating with this video, you're going to want to look at the like feeling safe with money video that's posted and work at your grounding with money as much as possible. Grounding your energy body, even like not in terms of money, just grounding your energy body. Your body is so stressed out and in high gear that your fight or flight is active probably a good portion of the time. And that is draining your energy like quite a bit and overclocking your senses, making it really hard for you to attract in what you're asking for. So if I know that you're probably not someone who likes to rest, but you should. And maybe just think about that for a little while. Like, how could I get an extra half an hour of rest in my day? How could I let myself do things I enjoy? Is really, really coming through for this collective. Okay, deep breaths, guys. We're just going to seal the session off, ground your body. If you want more supports like this, I have a program called Energy Mastery. It has all these sessions of energy work in it. It's $33 Canadian a month, and it has a 7-day free trial, and the website is right here. And it has long form sessions of exactly what we're talking about here. And I hope you have the best day.